Why does life come with a cover charge? Like, just to leave the house, just to stay home and realize all the you're out of? Like, I just crashed out so hard earlier that I lost my voice. Sure, I'll get laundry soap for the 3rd time this week. Why are we doing 17 loads of laundry a day in my house? Because I have 3 teenage sons. True. Groceries just cost me $300 for a cart that looked like I was prepping for a 2-day prison sentence, okay? It got me nothing. Yes. Nothing. Like, you get some meat and vegetables, or you get bread, snacks, and drinks. You're not getting both at that price point.
Yeah.
Like, let me start rationing my teen son's food. I'm sure he'll be pleased. I'm going to disassociate now. My cell phone bill, $300. Insurance, $450.
Okay, whoa. Time out. She brought in the numbers, so we have no choice but to go to Focus State University. Okay, now, she mentioned $300 on groceries. Okay, and she mentioned $300 for her phone bill. Ma'am, you're already at $600, okay? $600 already. $300 for a phone bill is egregious in my mind. Let's understand why her phone bill is $300. Okay, now let's assume she has Verizon, okay? So you're going to pay for Verizon. Verizon is at the top of the tower. Verizon is at the top of the tower. Okay, Verizon has priority. They're at the top. You as a consumer, you as a customer, you're going to pay for that priority access. Yeah. Verizon's charging you. So they're going to charge you as a service provider. So you're paying for Verizon. Now, let's assume she has unlimited talk, text, 5G high-speed data. She's going to pay for that. You're going to pay for that. Her unlimited plan, let's say that plan is all of that. That's included. She has limited talk, text, and including Canada and Mexico. All of that's included in the plan. Okay, let's say that's $90 a month. All of that. That's $90 right there. Okay, now, the cost of these phones today is egregious. We know the 17 just dropped. I don't know what phone she has. But let's say she has let's say she has an iPhone. Let's say she has a Pro Max 14, 15, 16, 17. Now, these phones, $1,200, $1,300. The price is going to keep increasing. Now, the cost of these phones. Now, when you go into these stores, you have the option to finance the phone. The cost of the phone oftentimes is split up over 24 months. And oftentimes what people will do is they will choose to finance the phone so that they're not paying an egregious amount of in-store costs. So they'll finance the phone. The cost of the phone is split up over 24 months. The payments is added to the monthly bill. So this is probably why her phone bill is $300 a month. $450 for her car insurance. Ma'am, this is for 3 recurring monthly payments. Let's continue.
And I don't even want to say my car payment, my utilities, and my mortgage out loud. I'd be invoking Satan himself if I did that. Gas, $60 today to fill up my tank. Then my son comes strolling out of the bathroom all casual, like, Ma, I'm going to need some toothpaste and deodorant. Sir, you better eat a Tic Tac and start hugging some pine trees because you're breaking me.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the cats are like, meow, meow, we need litter and food. And honestly, y'all are freeloaders with fur. And Christmas is basically knocking on the door already. It's 4 months away? 4 months?
Been knocking on the door.
Because we're into fall already. So yeah, 4 months. Plus 2 kids' birthdays before then. I just spent $60 on school pictures so I can remember the year my son's hair channeled Betty White.
Wow. Listen.
Would wrapping empty Amazon and boxes and selling them as mystery Christmas gifts be frowned upon? Like, could it not come every year? Maybe every 3 years instead. That seems more reasonable to me.
Leap year for Christmas, for sure.
At this point, I have side hustles. I'm ready for another. Like, what's being a lady of the night pay these days? I'll sit on a corner with a sign. I've got change for $5.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
Selling the box now. So we're selling the box now. Cats. Cats need litter. Not cat needs litter. Cats need litter. Teenage sons need pictures, deodorant, and toothpaste. Car needs gas. Nationwide needs their premium. Verizon needs their payment for your iPhone Pro Max. Your lien holder? Yeah, your lien holder. For your car payment, your lien holder, they need that payment. They need it. Life's not free, man. Life's not free. You have to consider every cost and consider the details of the cost. When you're about to go get that iPhone, think about it. Think about it. Oh, well, I just paid off my phone. I want to upgrade. And a lot of times what people do when it comes to these phones, because if you didn't know, you can't upgrade your phone until your current phone is paid off. And a lot of times people will say, okay, well, I really want this iPhone. How much do I have left to pay off before I can upgrade? You have $428 left to pay off before you can upgrade. And then the sales rep will swing them some sort of deal that just means that they'll have to pay more in the long. Listen, consider the details. The details of the financial decisions that you want to make. Look at the details. The devil's in the details. Winning is in the details. The financial details. Consider the details associated with the cost.
Yo, we're in a Toyota 2025, and we noticed that on the screen, you can't use navigation unless you pay a subscription fee for it, right? Which is insane. Like, you can't just hook your phone up and use navigation on your phone. That's free. So we looked at the subscription fees, and it's $15 a month. It's also $15 a month to stream music to the actual screen in your car. Okay, together it's $25 a month. Then I also saw somebody on a forum say it's $8 a month to be able to see your oil level and your tire pressure. Bruh, look at this.
Hey, man.
What kind of hell?
To use the car.
Basically
use the car. And the key fob.
The car's like $40,000. Oh yeah, remote start. You have to literally pay a subscription fee to get remote start. The vehicle is capable of all these things. What the reality?
You have to pay to use them.
I just got the news that I'm being laid off from my design director role at a tech company. I poured my heart and soul into that job. I'm feeling all the emotions. But tomorrow, I'm gonna start making a plan. Other than jumping into finding my next leadership role, I want to be intentional about designing a life that I truly love and one that I am in control of and not just at the mercy of somebody else's bottom line. This is something I've been thinking about for a while now, and I'm excited about what possibilities this could mean for me. I don't know where this is going to take me yet, but I'm committed to posting about it daily and being totally open and vulnerable with you guys as I go through it. Follow along with me if you want to see where I'm headed. And tomorrow I will share the process I'm going to be using to work through it all.
So the good news is everyone feels broke.
Okay.
Except people in the middle of the country. The people who made like $65,000, I swear to God, had the most confidence. I swear to God. They were like, I'm doing great. I make $50,000 a year. Living like a king. I live in Kentucky. The people on the coast made $300 to $400, barely surviving. That's wild.
Location matters, yeah.
It's that much more expensive. I think when the people who lived in the middle of America were like, you guys just need to learn to budget better.
Location matters.
I would like that person who was like, I make $65,000 and I'm doing good in Alabama to go move to San Francisco and have that same attitude, because it was a little insulting.
Absolutely.
A little insulting. They're like, you have to budget better. We're drowning, and I think that companies need to step it up. They need to step it up because
they're not. They're not.
Yeah, people will take those jobs, but they won't be able to just have that job. This is why people have side hustles. This is why we're all like emotionally messes, because let's say you have to take that job. That's it. How you can't.
Listen, winter arc is here. You're going to have to double up. And honestly, you should have been doubling up for a long time. If you have a 9 to 5, you definitely need to go get you a 6 to 10 or a 5 to 9. Absolutely. You should have been doing that. It should have been that from the start. Now, she is right. Location does matter. Location absolutely matters. Location affects cost of living. It matters. And there is something to say about that. But you will pay in one way or another, right? If you live in a Kentucky versus on the coast somewhere, if you live in Kentucky, you're going to pay for the reality that, listen, there isn't much to do out there as it pertains to recreation and entertainment, right? You're going to pay for that because you're going to pay to go somewhere that does have those things, right? You're going to pay to travel to go somewhere on the coast to enjoy recreation and entertainment. If you live somewhere where there is recreation and entertainment conveniently located, then you're going to pay in cost of living. So either way, you're going to pay. And she said, I believe these companies need to step it up. They're not. Can I tell you something? They're not. The companies that you're saying need to step it up, they're not going to step it up. In fact, they're going to find ways to step it down. They're going to find ways to cut cost. They're going to find ways to implement artificial intelligence. They're going to figure out a way to implement AI machine learning. They're going to figure out a way to use AI to cut costs, to make them more efficient, to maximize profit. That's what they're going to do. They're going to step it up for themselves. They're not going to step it up for the employees no, they're not going to do that. And expecting the companies to step it up, using that as a strategy to win, not a good idea. Not a good idea. The companies need to step it up, and the companies need to pay me more so that I can have more vacations, and so that I can have a higher quality of living. Wrong answer. They're not going to do it. They are literally going to do the opposite. They are going to find a way to cut cost, to make their bottom line even better. The greatest expense that companies have is employees. So they're actively going to look for ways to minimize their greatest expense. The free market economy has no conscience. It's about the numbers. That is it for me today. Catch y'all in the next video.